People got married very young back that time. Not like us today. Well, really, today it's happening again. But for a long time, in old times, we waited for girls to grow up, be ready to be married. But Mary herself was a young girl. Had never had a boyfriend, apparently. In fact, in the Jewish tradition, she had been given to Joseph when she was a baby. That was the tradition. So girls didn't have any decision to make about their husbands. We today, oh, we're not like that. No. I am independent. I'm some for myself. Don't give me somebody out of luck. That's what would have happened. But Mary was a young girl, probably fairly shy, lived at home, didn't go out a lot. And so the angel Gabriel had found her sitting at home, waiting. Maybe she was sewing, maybe she was reading, maybe she was praying. I had a very special experience last year when I went to Israel. We went to the town of Nazareth, and we went to Episcopal nuns convent, the Sisters of Nazareth. Underneath that building, there is a place that they think was the home of Joseph and Mary. After they had gone to Bethlehem and come back and lived again in Nazareth. It was an interesting place to visit. Of course, it was all dirt, rock, like a dug-out cave. On one wall, you could see where somebody with a sharp object had drawn fish. Remember the symbol, fish, for the Christian people? Remember? Gathering fish, right? Yes. And see, gathering fish, gathering people. And during that time, when Christians were persecuted, hurt, killed sometimes, they hid. They were afraid to come out Christian. What would happen to them? So instead, they would meet secretly. So maybe one was going to a meeting. They would draw in the dirt half of a fish. Then they would go on. Another person comes up, like me, and they would finish the fish. Third group, this is the right way. Christians are meeting there. So, in what I think was the home of Joseph, on the wall, just a rough dirt wall, you can see, I tried to take a picture, you can see it almost, they drew a fish. And what was interesting to me is a little bit more proof that the stories about Jesus and everything is connected are real. she knew the story about the prophecy. The virgin will become pregnant, will bear a son, will call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. So can you imagine how surprised she was? Here is this angel, and he says, you are going to be the mother of the Lord. Me? Oh no. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, no. But the angel said, yes. And then, poor Joseph, he was much older than Mary. He may have been like 40 or something. And he thought, oh dear, Mary has gone with another man, which is pregnant now. What do I do? Well, I don't want to shame her, so I'll just ask for a divorce quietly, not announce. And I'll just ask her to go back home instead. But God was in charge there. God sent the angel again in a dream to Jerusalem. And the angel said, don't be afraid. It's okay. God's in charge here. Accept Mary. Let her become the mother of the Lord. Take her, shame her, will seem like everything is okay. Accept her. I think that was hard for Joseph to decide. Can I trust? Really, God? Is this the right way? Can I trust you? But he decided to believe the angel. So they had a traditional Jewish wedding. He took Mary to his home. They lived there. And then, of course, we know history about how she was ready to birth Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. But imagine now, 9 months, the two of them waited. She became more pregnant. Joseph watched. Mary is wondering, am he really the mother of God? But the common theme, hope. That's the point. We go through our lives and we think about what's happening to us, our world, our church. Wonder, how can some of these things be good things for us? How can, for example, this morning on the news, again, the Middle East, some group of soldiers went into a place. 2 or 3 of them had on vests with bombs in them, and after they got in the middle of a group of people, killed themselves and killed others. It can't be a good thing. Why would God allow it? So, the reason that we continue to believe is not because we know for sure. We don't have solid proof. rose again, he told us nothing about what happened after his death. Nothing. He did not talk about a place called heaven. He didn't talk about the place where we would go when we die. He didn't explain that. And so we live in hope. And for me, that's the best way. If we knew for sure what was going to happen in the future, I'm not sure I would want to know, because maybe it's not like I want it. But hope is the thing that we know from God, and we look back in history, like today. We read these stories, we pray, we discuss together. Share ideas. And through those things, we can have hope that life goes on and on and on. It looks like what later? I don't know. But it will.